30 seconds. 30 seconds up, I'm going to move to the next one. It's to the panel, but it's to everyone. And it basically sums up everything. We had a lot of questions in stock, but because of the time, we got to respect that. The question is, now the conclusion I want to make is there an absolute imbalance with what the media portray, or is it complete bias against Africa? No, 30 seconds.
Well, I think there's an imbalance, and that's what I'm here to talk about. That's what I prepared to come here to talk about, to talk about the other side. We have the bad side, no doubt, but why just dwell on the bad side when we also have the good side? Because reporting the good side, also make people respect you. So it's not like a bias, those things are actually there. But at the end of the day, I feel it should strike a balance. There are good and bad things.
So I also agree with him. I think there's an absolute imbalance. It's disgusting when at this day and age you still find people most of the people I've met still ask questions like, oh, when you're not even from Africa, oh, so what do you guys do growing up? I think that at this age, with the technology and everything you have, people should be more aware of oh yeah, people speak English there, people go to school, people have malls and stuff. I don't think there's a balance at all.
Alright, going forward, I look at Al Jazeera. It's from Qatar. They took the decision when BBC didn't represent them well. They took the decision to have a publication themselves. I say Africa does the same. If we want our story, nobody's going to tell us the way we want it to tell. So let's have a powerhouse, a media powerhouse that's going to tell the stories we want to tell, and that's going to be held accountable. We said accountability a lot of times, and we could have the next Al Jazeera that represents Africa the way we want it to represent Africa.
Same thing, it's all an imbalance, but I think in fairness to Africans, we're starting to change that. We're starting to change it from Africans going back and starting up companies like Jumia or Conga. We have it with innovation startups. We have it with even our music and our movies. And that's all. It's just to beseech everybody to start from there. Our movies, yes, because guess what? We're making people aware about our culture. And by doing that, we portray our homes, our lifestyle, and things like that. So it's just an imbalance and nothing more than that.
Absolutely. Anybody else want to give one last roundup before we kick off?
So I think that at some point, those stories they tell that are true, but also most of the time, it's really unfortunate that they don't really give the real image of Africa. So it's also sad because when it's we are in need to get the news out there, they don't do it. So it's really unfortunate.
Well, we want to thank our panel. Can you give a round for our panel? So I'm going to go ahead and read this quote from Mac Jordan. He is more or less like an internet activist, and he wrote this about the Africa they never show. And I'm going to go ahead and read it. Then we're going to show this video about how African men are portrayed in Hollywood and contrast with how they really are. Okay. The real Africa is the one that they never show. The real Africa is hidden beneath a veneer of poverty and hunger and death, a cancerous mass of face of the earth that the rest of the world term homogeneous Africa. The real Africa is submerged underneath corruption and greed, underneath tyranny and ostentatious elite, underneath the faces of people they cannot feed. The real Africa is buried beneath shanty towns, rife with dirt and disease, where children are forced to grow up too quickly to survive. The real Africa is conceived under a no-man land of desert, bare and dry and unable to sustain green and healthy life. No, that's not the real Africa, the Africa I know. The Africa that is reflected in warm sunshine that you cannot feel burning inside you. The Africa that shines from warm, spontaneous smile. The Africa that is at the heart of the sky-high mountains and the tropical jungle of golden sand dunes and lush green grassland. The Africa that is the heart of different people, different languages, different cultures, different identities, who all call this land their home. The land where Moyo Mutsi Ono Mera Puano, where roots take hold as solid as the baobab tree and don't let go. Where roots take hold and don't let go, as solid as the baobab tree that has always been and will always be there, standing steady and solid against the menaces of time. The real Africa is the chaos that exists side by side as honking cars zoom past on streets that are run parallel to cows grazing peaceful in the field. The real Africa, the one that they never show. This place I call home. So this was a quote by Mac Jordan, and we're going to see this last video. It's kind of...
Fair has a poem that he would like to read.
It's just, it's just something I just felt maybe a little bit inspiring. It says, the ship is sinking faster, able bodies to the oars. If we don't bring the change, it will stay the way it is. They say we're scared to die, or we're really scared to live. But this is battle time, so all you have is prepared to give. And we are not alone, our destiny is coming with. Nothing is given freely if we could live ideally. I hear the battle cry go, I guess it's time to be me.